So let's begin with the nation's paper. Daily Graphic is here, and it's got about how many pages for today? 47 pages, and well, on the front page of this morning it says a year on, motorways still in bad shape, and that's Daily Graphic this morning. Also, GRA to replace things with Ghana card numbers next year. Page 16 has a story if you have not thought about it, and if you don't have your 10 right now, it's something that you might want to take serious this time around. Now, 320 recovered Pantan patients reintegrate with families, and that's the Daily Graphic. This morning, prosecute BOG officials over city depreciation. Lawyer petitions AG on that. Page 16 also has a story. If you grab a copy of the Daily Graphic, you can read all about it. And let's move on from the Daily Graphic. We get into the Ghanaian Times this morning. Says most authoritative newspaper on the front page. It says cancer major killer disease in 2020. Page 16 has a story next. Got about 15,802 people died out of cancer, and 24,009 new cases also recorded. And it's got a picture of the health minister, Mr. Ajman Menu, captured on the front page of the Ghanaian Times this morning. Away from that, JIDA proposes special tariffs for small-scale farmers to aid food production on the front page of Ghanaian Times. And the IGP has been trending, has been talking about some issues and advising the British High Commissioner to keep within means. Now, IGP has been captured. Dr. George IGP Dampare has been captured on the front page. And you know about the tweet that has to do with the fixed country convener who actually has also been talking about a few things that had to do with the IGP's response to the British High Commissioner. Now, the police service wrote a very tall letter to the British High Commissioner advising her to keep within her limits when she commented or tweeted about the rearrest of the fixed country convener. Now, you know that he's also been posting things on social media, Facebook, and addressing this very same issue. And well, the coming days and weeks will be a very interesting one. The IGP is not taking anything from anybody. It doesn't matter where you're coming from or which position you occupy. As long as it has something that he has to address, he will definitely take the bull by the horn and address it. So let's see how it pans out eventually. But Daily Guide this morning is also reporting on a few other issues, and the big one over here on the front page says cops ran from lightning victim as family consult Nogopo, and that's what the Daily Guide is reporting this morning. And Nana Kunedu scores Jin Mensa High. Page 6 has a story on that as well. You can grab a copy of the Daily Guide this morning and read about it. Ato Forsen trial begins. Kisel Ato Forsen is captured. Page 6 has a story on that, and a very sad one over there. Dead Emmanuel Dolly. You know, that's the issue of the lightning victim and the family consulting Nogopo and all of that. So you might want to grab a copy of the Daily Guide and read about it. Let's get into the center spread and see what we can find over there. And over here, Prince David Osei on it has been captured in the middle page of the Daily Guide. Nollywood Kalu Ikegu drags wife to court, and this will be an interesting one. It's got a picture of Kalu and his family over there. And I was discriminated against because of my color. Kwaku Buedi speaks on that as well in the center spread of the Daily Guide. And well, let me see how we can also get some other details from the other pages. And NCA intensifies SIM card registration. It's got a picture of my brother Kwame Jan over there, and you might want to also go read about it in the center spread of the Daily Guide. The MTN Ghana records 2 billion Ghana cedis profit after tax. Oh, I see. And Fidelity Ghana are judged best in West Africa. All right, so we'll get into the back page somewhere and see what entertainment news we can find. Made in Ghana ambassador comments Bagbin, and also Derry bounces back with Kumase, and All African Music Awards to unveil nominees soon. It's got a picture of Stonewall, the African Music Awards. All African Music Awards. Afrima is set to announce their nominations as well. So if you're an artist, you're interested, I'm sure by now you'll be looking forward to whether or not you'll be in the nominees list when it officially is unveiled. Let's see. Akosu has got something over here, and I'm sure it's the flood issue he wants to tackle this time. He said, "Flood makers are for stop. It be good attitude. My pastor go vex." And that's what he's saying. He say, "I for stop. It be good attitude. My pastor go vex." So there are a few questions that have been asked, about 3 questions. It says that I for stop. It be good attitude. My pastor go vex, and that's what it's happening. It says that, and I'm sure it's in relation with the president speaking about the fact that our attitude is the reason why we keep experiencing the flood. And some, men of God also decided not to comment about it because they feel that when they comment about it, it takes them into a certain level in governance that they do not want to be longer, right? So let's see. Now, the Daily Statesman is here this morning and it's reporting to break the 8 not about testing waters. John Boadu launches campaign for re-election, and John Boadu, the NPP General Secretary, has been captured on the front page, and NPP deepening Ghana's democracy, page 3 has a story. The Daily Statesman reporting on that. And Odro Osai, current asset declaration law effective, page 2 has the story. And Baumia is captured over here. He urges industries to embrace digital leadership. And that's the Daily Statesman this morning. When you grab a copy of it, you find all the details in there. Now let's go to the New Crusading Guide this morning. The New Crusading Guide says flags fall on IGP, NDC, Sami Jemfi, and CSO Vormawor Dampare over letter to British High Commissioner. And some people are not actually in agreement with the letter that the IGP sent to the British High Commissioner. Some people think that it's too harsh and even not really necessary. But I don't know what you make of it. I'm sure you've also read it. Do you think that it's necessary that the IGP reply the British High Commissioner for that tweet, or he probably could have let it slide and move on? Over here it says NDC, Sami Jemfi, and CSO Vormawor Dampare over a letter to British High Commissioner, and the front page of the New Crusading Guide is capturing that story. Now, John Boadu enjoys a huge endorsement from NPP gurus as he launches campaign. Occupy Ghana demands stopper on release of public lands, and Dr. Felix Yamua elected as new chairman for NPP Germany. All right, so all of that captured on the front page of the Daily Guide this morning. I'm sure you might want to grab a copy a bit later and read all about it. Let's get it to the publisher. The publisher says MPA boss grabs public sector award. So there's a few awards that has been going on for individuals who contribute in their quota to nation building, especially those in governance. And well, NPA boss. So for the past 3 weeks or 4 weeks or so, he seemed to be up in some very different awards, receiving them for the work that he's been doing. So if you want to read about it, page 6 has the story, so you can check it out. Mustafa Hamid is captured over there, receiving an award. Now, let's make history together. John Boadu to NPP delegates. So it's the journey to 2024. It begins now, and John Boadu has started his campaign to be, re-elected. Let's see how this one also pans out. And police blast British envoy over undiplomatic conduct. Dampare and Her Excellency Thompson are actually captured on the front page of the publisher, the Ghanaian publisher, for that matter. Gagwin, Chaymensa swallow their egos, smoke a peace pipe. And that's also another story that may interest you. You want to grab a copy of the publisher this morning and read about it. Western Region, NPP youth endorse Dr. Akoto, and also the Chronicle, the publisher, capturing that this morning. Let's get into another newspaper this morning. And the Finder is here. The Finder says UK High Commissioners Baker Vormawor arrest tweets uninformed, and the police actually speaks on that. So I'm sure in a couple of weeks, like I said, this conversation is going to linger on for a while. I don't know if the British High Commissioner is going to reply to the letter that was sent to her by the IGP, but to reply or not to reply, we'll find out in a couple of days or weeks to come. So the Finder, reporting on that. The MPA boss named Outstanding Public Sector Leader of the Year. That was also captured by the publisher as well. So it looks like the NPA boss seems to be doing something very interesting and quite commendable. Now, let's not repeat mistakes of 2008. My election winning experience needed break the 8. John Boadu speaks, and we're not disturbing online loans. EcoBank says so, and that's the final this morning, reporting on all these issues. Grab a copy and read about all of them. Now, let's get into the searchlight. The daily searchlight is here, and it says digital leadership in the 21st century is a must. VP speaks, page 2 has a story, and the big story over here says, I'm the best for the general secretary job, John Boadu, and the campaign has been launched, and he's super, geared up to retaining that position. Let's see how it actually goes eventually when the elections comes off now. ECD project is progressing steadily. Governor of Bank of Ghana, page 7 has a story on that. It's got a picture of Dr. Ernest Addison over there. Harriet Thompson has been captured. And Baker Vormawor's arrest. Mind your own business. Dampare tells British High Commissioner. Page 10 has a story. The Daily Searchlight also representing live this morning here on News Flash. Now, let's get into the Daily Analyst. The Daily Analyst is also here. It says, Diwufiasem, IGP punches British High Commissioner over arrest of fix the country boss, schools her on diplomacy. And that letter, though, has really got a lot captured in there. And it's the reason why a lot of people are actually raising, eyebrows as to why it was even necessary for the IGP to reply the British High Commissioner. Like I said, we're still waiting if the British High Commissioner is going to reply to it or not. There was a lot that was captured in that, and of course the famous Diwufiasem was also captured over there in that press release. Now, Tobinko outlines vision and strategy for TTU as governing council chairman, and in team embarks on time to break the 8th tour. And well, it's all about the NPP now. NP's staff to wear Ghana fabrics to Parliament soon. The Speaker discloses corrupt aspirant must be punished. PC appeal for it to NPP, and 2 lovers given 20 lashes, beg your pardon, each over leaked sex tape. And that happened in Wa. Okay, so Daily Analyst is here, and it says that without fuel favor, they're reporting as they grab the stories. Now, the Meridian is here, and it says that NPP General Secretary race, Adrian Kessia receives massive support from party gurus. Okay, and Parliament Chief eulogizes Zoom Lion, and Dr. Hamid is also captured over here as well for the award that he picked. And he seemed to be doing something quite commendable. So, like I said, he's been in the news for same awards, a few other awards that he's received as well. Racial abuse. I was denied jobs because I'm black Ghanaian. International model speaks, and digital leadership in the 21st century is Master Baumia speaks on that as well. So that will be the Meridian newspaper this morning. Now we get into the Chronicle finally, and we'll wrap it all up for News Flash this morning. But the Chronicle this morning is reporting on a few other issues that some other newspapers have reported this morning. Of course, you'd see the NPP's general election, which has John Boadu keenly contesting and hoping to retain his position as the General Secretary over there. So it's not time to test the waters. We have an election to win. And so please retain me and let me make sure that I make the job and I get the job done. All right. So John Boadu is telling opponents over there. He says, we're not testing the waters. It's about time that we make it happen. So this is my re-election. It's very, very paramount. Now, IGP gives UK envoy diplomatic uppercuts. I like that. IGP gives the UK envoy diplomatic uppercuts. The uppercut over there, though. Now, stories, you can find them on page 3, 8, and 12. Technology has changed the way business is conducted. VP speaks on that. So the Chronicle is also reporting on Beef's situation of technology and hoping that business can actually, go that way. NPP youth wants Akuto to lead party. Who is it going to be? We're going to definitely find out eventually when the elections comes off. But until then, the Chronicle will definitely, reports on issues and also add the Bible verse to it. So let's get into our Bible verse this morning, and then will be a wrap for the news flash this morning. It says Joshua 1 verse 9. Joshua 1 verse 9. It says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. I don't know which of the headlines that this relates to, by the way. But to read it again, it says, Joshua 1 verse 9, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So if I want to actually relate this to any of the stories over there, probably I'm going to relate it to the two stories over here, which has to do with John Boadu and the IGP. So the IGP is telling the staff, is telling the Ghana Police Command that, you know what, I have commanded you. I've told you to be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. It means that when it gets tough and the diplomacy people come, I'll even still be there to reply to them myself. And that is why I'm commanding you to go out there and do my work. The IGP is commanding the Ghana Police Service to go out there and do their work, because he's always with them. And even when it gets worse and diplomacy people come, he will reply them himself. That's what the IGP is telling them with Joshua 1 verse 9. As for John Boadu there, he says it is time, it is time to retain me and not test waters. Anyway, that will be a wrap for the newspapers this morning here on News Flash. Coming up, we've got what's trending. We've got sports updates coming through as well. Nathaniel Ato, the man who's got so much love for sports, will be joining us right here on the show for the latest update in the world of sport. It's still Prime morning here on the midweek. It's the 1st of June, and I'm sure you're ready for this, man. It's going to be a great, man. Speak positivity into your life and see how it turns out eventually. Right here, you can get interactive. It's Join Prime TV on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and of course the hashtag is Prime Morning. Stay with us.